Hello guys, I come up with a new topic that is sublanguages of SQL. So these are the sublanguages of SQL, that is DDL, DML, TCL and DCL. DDL stands for Data Definition Language, which is used for creating table inside our database, which exactly means creating database object inside the database. Okay, next, what is DML? With the help of these DML commands, we are going to manipulate it. So that's why it stands for Data Manipulation Language. These commands is used to insert data inside the tables and update, and all those things will be taken care with the help of DML commands. Then what is TCL? TCL means it is about transaction control language, which related to transactions. And what is DCL? DCL means data control language, which is used to give permissions, that is grant and revoke, giving permissions and taking permissions on the tables. We will see all these things one by one. Now, these are the commands present inside each language like this. So create, alter, drop, truncate belongs to data definition language, and insert, update, delete, select belongs to DML language, and grant, revoke belongs to DCL, and commit, rollback, save point related to TCL. See, let's start with a quick recap of what we learned till now. Fine, is it fine? Okay, now see this. Okay, we have database with us and data with us, and we have a situation that we have to store this data into this database in form of tables. Okay, I'm saying that this is the memory. So the memory, the place where we are storing the data, is nothing but database. So this memory is nothing but database to us, right? Okay, we have database with us, and uh, we have data. Fine. And with the help of SQL, we are going to place this data inside this database in the form of tables, because SQL is a programming language which is manages, creates, updates and do all those things, right? Nothing but relational database management system, this SQL. Okay, now I have table like this, and with the help of SQL language, I created a table and inserted this data inside this table, and I am creating so many tables inside this database like this. Fine. Okay, we have tables. Then what I have to do is, I just want to insert this data inside this table. Okay, before going to create table, we need to follow certain things. That is, we need to mention this table name and these field names, and along with that the field data type too, because our database want to know that which kind of data is going to store inside this column, and what kind of data and how much, and all these things need to know this database, right? So while creating a table, we need to mention its table name, its field name and its data type, along with the size too. So okay, fine. For suppose if I don't mention the table name, what happens means, if I want to retrieve data from this table, how can I call it? For suppose this table name is 1, so this table name is 1, and this table name is 2, and this table name is 3. If I want to retrieve data from third table, I said that yeah, hey SQL, I just want to retrieve third table, first column third row data. Then it's clear what actually I want. So it retrieves it, and it retrieves it and gives it to me, right? So that's why we need to mention the table name. So from we learned that from entity relationship model, that we have entities, and we have attributes, right? We have attributes like this. Fine. So this is the entity which exists in real world. So this real world name is, for suppose, patient or doctor or hospital. Consider it is an hospital. So hospital entity have some data attributes like properties. That is nothing but attributes, like hospital have a name and hospital also have address, something like that, right? This hospital is entity is nothing but here database object, that is table. So this table name is hospital. So hospital have some attributes, right? Like hospital name and address. This is nothing but here fields. That is this one is hospital name, and this one is hospital address, and this one is hospital phone number. So this way I am going to establish the hospital entity inside the database along with its attributes. Now I can able to store each hospital name, and its address and its phone number. We have different kinds of ob- um, objects here inside this each row. We can insert this in this way, like firstly we are inserting hospital name, letter, address, after that phone number. So now we are clear that after designing the database design, now we are implementing in this way. Fine, we are understand all these things. Then how can we create that? Oh, with the help of sublanguages, we are going to create it. With the help of DDL commands, I am going to create the table inside the database. Fine. Okay. Now let's see the data types. Uh, in order to mention the attributes that is field names, we have to mention its data type too in beforehand. So we have different kinds of data types, and these are the basic ones. So we have char, varchar2, number, date, long. What char means? So char is the data type which stores character arrays, sorry, character strings of fixed size. So if I said that, okay, what is varchar2? Varchar2 is also stores character string of mention size. Then what is the difference between these two? So character array, char data type stores the data which is in fixed one, that is statically mentioned size is to be allotted inside the memory. In varchar2, it is not like that. It is varying, that the memory size will be vary, but up to this one it can be varied. That is the thing we are mentioning here. For suppose if I mention 10, so from 0 to 10 it able to vary, but it will be vary. But here 10 it can't vary. Like for suppose if it is 10, I just mentioned only 3 characters, that is the string length is only 3, then it will allocated only 3. But for suppose if I mention only 3 length of the string length of 3, but it allocated to 10, here we are saving the memory, here not. That is the difference between these two. After, okay, after that we have number data type, which will stores the number data, and date data type, which will stores the date, that is month, year, yeah, date, and all those things, all those related to date, and long, which is related to store more amount of data inside this format. It will allow up to 2 GB of data. So these are the data types what we have. Basically we use these kinds, and these are the data types. Okay, next we will see the create command, how we are going to create the table inside the database. That is the thing what we need, right? So it is nothing but creating the structure of the database objects such as tables in the database. Okay, create is the command, create table, and we have to mention table name. After that we have to mention field names, that is column names, along with data type of size. How many fields we require, we can mention in sequentially like this. Let's see practically what we have to discuss it till now. I'm using Oracle database Express edition, which is a small print edition. Small print means which occupies less memory inside our hard disk, which is really interactive. So I am using this software. Okay, now I am going to create hospital, uh, create table hospital. Fine. After that, okay, now I created this table hospital, and we just run it. Okay, statement is running. I ended with semicolon because okay, it's already existing one. We will see the later. So it's already existed because I have already created this hospital table initially in order to check it. Okay. Okay, table is created. Now we will see what are the contents present inside this. I mean, at some instant of time you feel that you want to see the structure of the hospital 1 table. So how can we get it that? With the help of describe command we can able to get that. So we will see that one. Okay, fine. So now I am running this. Yes, we got that output. So we have hospital name, hospital 1 as the table, and name and ID as the column, of name of time varchar 2 of data type, and ID is of member data type. Okay, we have get all the details of the structure of the hospital 1 table. Fine. I just want to create as it is of another table, that is host 2. I just want to mention all these things. That is the structure of hospital 1 what I have. I want to copy the same structure inside this host 2. How can I achieve this? So we can able to get that thing like this. Yes. So select star from hospital 1. So I just want to execute this. So name is already created. So we will see this. So table is created. Now we have to check whether this hospital host 4 has the same structure of hospital 1. So how can I achieve this? With the help of describe command, right? HOS 4. Yes. So hospital host 4 is the table having 2 columns, name and ID, having these data types. So this is same as this hospital 1 structure. So this way we can able to achieve, we can able to copy the structure of one table to the other table. Is that fine? If you like this video, please like it and share it and subscribe our channel. Thank you.